Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter will continue to seethe over Steffi and Ridge's conduct. Although Carter has been doing everything he can to fight for Hope's future at Forrester Creations, nothing is paying off so far. Still, Carter clearly isn't ready to throw in the kerchief. In fact, all the resistance he's been facing will only make him want to fight indeed harder. Carter should give Hope updates on some bad news since he wasn't suitable to get through to Ridge like he hoped. Now Carter has put himself on thin ice and could push so hard that he loses his own job if he's not careful. Nonetheless, Carter will have a strategy session with Hope that could completely turn effects around. B&B's daily exercise videotape points to Carter making a discovery that could give them a definite advantage over Steffi and Ridge. Ridge and Steffi will blunder big time by playing right into Hope and Carter's hands, so this could be huge. Carter and Hope will bandy their coming way, so whatever disclosure he offers could help undo her career reversal and give her a major occasion. Ridge and Steffi may suppose they've all the power, but Carter might find some legal loophole that could help Hope recapture control of her line. In the meantime, Will and Electra will come decreasingly smitten, so look for Electra to entrust her new crush to Ivy at some point in the coming occurrences. Although Electra will look forward to seeing what the future holds with Will, she'll jolt allowing about her history with a Joe named Remy. It looks like Remy was part of the reason Electra fled to LA with Ivy, so his stalkerish tendencies will spell trouble. Some twists and turns are still to come as the November sweeps conduct heats up, so we'll bring you prognostications on all the chaos. Hope has some stopgap for her future again thanks to Carter. Carter was more determined than ever when he said he was going to find Ridge and try to get through to him. Still, Hope may eventually get updates on some bad news. Ridge is digging his heels in and supporting Steffi, so getting him to willingly stamp his son may not be a possibility. Carter suggested to Hope about exhausting all options, but he was vague about what would be. Formerly he did that. It's clear that Carter has a backup plan that could profit Hope, so what's it going to be? Still, he may push Hope to file a unlawful termination action if Carter can't move Steffi or Ridge to bring Hope back to Forrester Creations. Steffi's reasons for firing Hope were particular, so Carter may suppose this is the path to getting her to back down. Of course, Hope shouldn't have been parading around in lingerie on the job, so that could be a chain that comes up if Carter pursues this angle. You could argue that since Hope wasn't indeed working, she merited to get fired for that alone. Nonetheless, Carter has a background as a counsel and knows how to play legal hardball. Maybe Carter could make a case for Hope and make Steffi the long-term villain of her story. It was Steffi who induced Thomas to leave for Paris, which left Hope's line floundering. Carter might make it feel like Steffi has been sabotaging Hope-chan and just staying for an occasion to get relief of her fully. Naturally, the real thing then might be to move Ridge to back down. Still, Ridge might yield and stamp Steffi's decision after all, if Forrester is faced with the possibility of this action trouble and a major reproach. Anyhow, Carter will surely raise the stakes with some bold moves soon enough. Steffi and Ridge had better be ready for further counter-reaction. Carter will do whatever it takes to get Hope's career back on track, so stay tuned. Steffi will continue to contend that Hope and her line are history. Ridge will agree it's the end of an period and stand by his support for Steffi's decision to terminate Hope's employment. Still, Carter will score commodity that he feels is a game-changer. Carter holding some paperwork and telling Hope that this is the answer they've been looking for. It turns out Steffi and Ridge will ever put that answer right in Carter and Hope's hands, so could this help them save Hope's job or at least get a good cure of vengeance on the Forresters? Next, Electra will admit to Ivy that she can't stop allowing about Will. Ivy will wonder if Will feels the same way, so Electra will admit effects feel to be going well between them so far. That said, Electra will also admit that anything would be better than what she left before. Although Electra hasn't gone into the details of her romantic history yet, it's clear that the last man in her life was bad news. A creepy Joe looking at a wall of Electra's prints and putatively probing her online. Electra has a snooper named Remy, who's sure to shake up Los Angeles soon enough. In the meantime, Will and Electra will keep growing closer. It looks like Electra and Will's first kiss is coming up unless they face a adulatory interruption that detainments it. Whatever the case, Will and Electra are bound to partake a smooch ultimately. These two are on the road to couple status, but jealous Remy clearly isn't going to authorize. Our prognostications allude that peril may be brewing once this shady Joe hits city. So we'll bring you updates on all the marvels to come. Will may have to step up as Electra's idol down the road. Will has formerly come a hit with the ladies around Forrester Creations. The gorgeous women there were a huge reason why Will indeed accepted an externship at the company. Still, one youthful woman in particular has caught Will's eye. It's Electra Forrester who's seized Will's attention, so the other knockouts at Forrester Creations are out of luck. Of course, Lainey was easily hoping to get her own chance to win Will over. Despite Lainey's attempts to flirt, she's no match for Electra as far as Will's concerned. Jealous Lainey tried to throw shade at Electra, but Will piped up to principally act like Electra was a jewelry megastar. Will is surely impressed by Electra's work on the revived jewelry line. Indeed, if Lainey isn't. It's easy to imagine Lainey allowing It's Not Too Late to step up her game and move Will to be with her rather. Lainey might come up with some kind of temptation plot and try to make Will forget all about Electra. Naturally, Lainey's sweats aren't going to work, but she seems like the type to beget further trouble. Still, Lainey may resort to some sabotage when it comes time for Will and Electra's first date. If all additional fails, there's a good chance Will's going to take Electra out to regale at Il Giardino sooner or laterally. That could give Lainey an occasion to crash their evening together, or find some other way to blow effects up. It'd be intriguing to see how Sheila Sharp would reply to Lainey sneaking around and conniving. Would Sheila help Lainey as a way to stick it to the Forresters or turn minatory over Lainey causing drama in Deacon Sharp's eatery? Whatever the case, Lainey may not be ready to give up on Will just yet, so she might get a little rival bout with Electra. Our B&B prognostications point to Lainey cementing her mean girl status. So stay tuned for updates on any intimidating news ahead. Will and Electra's budding love could come with some surprises, so don't miss all the action.